Hi, I'm Kevin Tully, and I own Steel Mill Modlers Supply and Southern Tier Grain Modlers Supply, and we're going to talk about our products today.
Awesome. So you've got a new product you're announcing this weekend at the show. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so on one of the Facebook groups that I'm on, one of the guys posted this picture of this grain elevator from Perry, Kansas that I had never seen before, and it obviously is some kind of prefab unit. And so I started doing a bunch of research and figured out who the original company was, and that they're out of business now, of course. But it was so unique, and I started, in the thread there were guys talking about how they were kind of all over Nebraska and Kansas, and so I started doing some Google Earth research, and sure enough, there's a ton of them around. And I actually found one here in Illinois that is a little bit different configuration that I'm also going to do. But I thought, wow, that's genius. Back in the day, someone said, well, we can make these parts modular, and then an outfit can call up and tell us what they need and what kind of material they're going to handle, and we can sell them the right parts and not have to custom design anything. So, and it was such a unique looking model with the head house and the way the grain legs came out of it. And so I drew this up, and it comes as a kit. You get the base plate included. The unloading shed has a grate in the middle of it, like the real one does. And if you want to model it with a truck in there or whatever, you simply score the edges of the door with a backside of a number 11 blade, and pop it out of there, and then assemble the model, and you can totally put a truck in there. The real one does not rail car load from the front like I have this one, but that's an option for you to do, because I think the interesting side of this is the front end.
Absolutely.
So, and it's not uncommon for car loading and truck unloading to be, that close to one another. The real one, the car loading is on this side, but you get the grain chutes in the kit, and they have a pin on them, a 60 thousandths pin, so you use a 16th inch drill bit, because that's 62 thousandths, and you just simply drill the holes in the back of the steel silos, which is what, in real life, that's how those got modified anyway. They would go up with a torch or whatever and cut a hole in one of the panels and bolt a mount to it, and then put the chute on. So it gives you the option to do either way. If you want to do the truck loading, because they also did truck loading from this side, you simply mount the chutes lower. There's holes already there for the chutes to be mounted lower.
Awesome.
And it's, it'll come with these lights, and it comes with titchy windows and glazing that you put on from the inside, so the windows are super nice, and you can paint them a different color before you put them in.
So when you get the building, is it going to be painted already, or do you have to?
No, it's a kit. It comes as a Craftsman kit, so you have to paint it. I jokingly say it actually takes longer to paint it and weather it to do all the bolt seams than it does to actually assemble the kit. So the head house is one piece. Whether you're going to use these for surge silos, or your surge bins rather, or you're going to use them for like feed, they're one piece. The two front silos and the head house support are one piece, and then these silos back here are a separate piece. And then you have to assemble the bucket elevator and the grain leg adapters. But the head house is slotted already, so once you have your basic length, you don't have to be exact. Once you have your basic length and the grain legs cut, you just test fit everything and then paint them, and they just slide in, and you glue them down to the silo, and you're done.
Awesome.
And the concrete, this is a concrete building, and it has registers on the top with keyways, so that the silos that go on the top, they go in only one direction, so you're not having to sit there and line up where the chutes are going to go. They all are not perpendicular to the trailer building.
Perfect.
And the same is true of the four large steel bins. There's a register on the base plate where they just slip over and glue down. And you just
Awesome.
use ACC super glue for all of it.
Would you ever, out of curiosity, would you ever sell that as a completed kit?
I do have I have a kind of umbrella group of companies. One of them is Scale Modeling, Kevin Tully, and so I do custom modeling for people, and I'm happy to assemble one and paint it and everything and ship it as a unit.
Is that a quote you're willing to give right now for something just like we see right there?
For the modeling time,
For that assembled, if I took that home today, what would that run me?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because when I built this one, I didn't do it all in one sitting, so I didn't record my time that I had in, because I charge by the hour.
Yeah.
It's not some
absolutely.
arbitrary number. I get $20 an hour for custom modeling.
That's not bad at all.
You know, it takes the time that it takes, and then you have to pay for the kit. And if I'm wiring it and everything too, so you can just take it home and hook it up. But I'm happy to do that for people.
That's great to hear.
I actually have an O-scale blast furnace I'm building for a guy now. Which is crazy money. And in the future, like the next show that we're doing is Amherst, and I will have models for display to display my wares at Amherst, but they will be for sale the last day of the show. And I'm going to actually start doing that I'm going to do probably 4 shows a year. Like next summer when I do St. Louis RPM, there will be display models there, and on Sunday somebody can take them home if they want to.
That's awesome.
Pay for them and take them home.
That's
and they're
really
not going to be limited. Like that's a Walters kit. I'm a dealer for AMB also, and some of the kits are going to be AMB grain elevators or feed mills, because I think they're a little more interesting looking.
Yeah.
But I've actually got another kit coming out too that will be for use with that style elevator. Before there were steel bins that were common with, when on an elevator like this, concrete stave silos were used.
Yep.
And they usually had there's 2 or 3 of them around Illinois. They usually had like a A-frame house style roof on them, a double pitch roof. And I have the silos all done. I was hoping to have it here today, but I just ran out of time. That kit should be released by probably the 15th.
Okay.
You get the 2 concrete stave silos in the roof section, and then the auger going from the building out to the roof section.
Awesome. Cool. Now, getting to some of your smaller models here, are those going to be built up like that, or are those kits as well?
So these are all kits. This is a 3-piece kit. So there's a lower section, there's the top section, and then the roof. But that's for this tower dryer.
Okay.
This particular one is in Leland, Illinois. But I'll probably by the 1st of December, I'll have this modular where the walkway sections are 5-panel sections, and you can build as many up as you want. So what you'll do is you'll buy a base, but it's got all the electric gear and everything. And then you'll buy as many platform sections as you want, and then a roof. So the base and the roof will come together.
So if you want a 20-foot tall silo, you can have a 20-foot tall silo.
Yeah, you can have a shorter silo, because if you look around, the internet at photos, or you're just driving around your area, some of these will only have one. At a farm, they may only have 1 catwalk on them, and others can have 3 or 4 catwalks. And I actually, the company, can't think of the name of them, but the company that originally designed these in the 70s, his son is a good friend of mine, and he has all the prints for those. So I'm going to do the original tower dryers too, which had a flat bottom on them. They didn't have a hopper bottom on them.
Okay.
But they'll be modular for sale as well.
Awesome.
And then this is 2 sections. There's a roof section and a base for the wet dry bins, and that comes in 2 different variations. You can get one with the truck loading. The truck loading auger on it, and there's another one for a ground auger, because we'll have ground augers coming out sometime in December, and they'll be modular too, so you can build whatever you want. There'll be inlets from another ground auger, there'll be the one from a bin, there'll be intermediate sections just for making it longer, and then there'll be discharge sections to go into the next auger. So if you wanted to build a complex with ground augers connecting everything together, you can do that.
That'd be really cool. Well, I gotta say, I think everything you've been doing is just awesome. I've been following you for a while now. I love seeing this stuff. I can't wait to have some of my layout. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.